Well, today we're going to make Westmorland or Kendal pepper cake. It's called variously one or the two, and depending on when you get the recipe from or when the recipe you use was made, you're either using pepper in the literal sense, like ground dark pepper, and that's where all the modern recipes come from, but it's thought that it originally comes from when pepper meant ginger in the 18th century, and also allspice, which is the spice you get from the Jamaican pepper plant. But I don't find the idea of using black pepper very appealing, so we're going to use ginger and allspice instead, but you take your pick. And there are different variations. You could add other stuff like candied peel or cherries if you were so inclined. So that's what we're making today, Westmorland Pepper Cake. Okay, we've got the ingredients all lined up here. Self-raising flour, silver spoon, butter, milk. We'll only be using a bit of salt, but raisins, currants, 1 egg and 3 spicing ingredients, which are ground cloves, ginger and allspice. It's important to note that allspice is a particular type of spice from a particular plant and is not the same as mixed spice, although you could be forgiven for assuming that from the name. So we're now going to start weighing out the ingredients. We need 75 grams each of the raisins, the currants and the butter. Right, so we've now put both the fruit in, both the raisins and the currants, with the butter and the caster sugar, and we're going to bring it to the boil and then let it simmer for about 10 minutes and then let it cool slightly. Just run through the quantities because I think I might have forgotten to say earlier. 75 grams of sugar, 75 grams of currants. No, I'll start again. 125 grams of caster sugar, 75 grams of currants, 75 grams of sultanas and 75 grams of butter. And you put those in the saucepan with about 1/4 of a pint of water. Now, while that's happening, we've weighed out 225 grams of self-raising flour, and that's going to go into a bowl with the spices. Now, I'll tell you those quantities in a second. Yes, it's a pinch of salt, half a teaspoonful of ground ginger, a large pinch of ground cloves, and half a teaspoon again of allspice. So we've simmered the mixture on the oven and we're now letting it cool slightly. And now we've got the flour with all the spice ingredients in the bowl, and we've got to gently stir it, then stir in but not beat the egg, the 4 tablespoonfuls of milk and the mixture in the pan. Right, so I've just been on stirring duty with the milk, so my unseen assistant is now adding the egg. So, grease the cake tin. It does say in the recipe line it, but we've run out of paper, so yeah, that's best practice, but I think we can manage without it. So it should be lightly stirred in, not beaten. And my unseen assistant did remind me that we're actually using a non-stick cake tin, so that not having the paper probably will not make a difference. Okay, so for safety's sake, two of us did the transfer of the mixture from the bowl to the cake tin. We're now going to bake it in the oven. Recommended about 50 minutes till it goes golden brown. Our oven has a mind of its own, so it might take slightly less than this one, but that's recommended, and then it should be ready to eat when it's cooled down a bit. And it smells good, it looks good, so we're quite optimistic about this one. Right, we've taken the cake out of the tin, and the recommendation is now that you put it on a wire rack to cool. Right, so we think it's now sufficiently cooled down to get ready for the taste test. Right, Simon will now test out Westmorland Pepper Cake.
I will say it does actually look rather nice. What, we actually made good food?
We don't say that, we've made some good stuff in the past.
It's really nice, actually.
Good. So, approval from Simon. Yeah, it's good. Good texture. Good taste. No overbearing flavour. So, yeah, very nice.